Where be the quartermaster? I got weevils in my salad. Today be vlog day 1025.
Good morning. Even if sleeping is improved by my elevated conditions, I cannot work in this environment. I have to at least get out of here till the sun goes away, and I haven't had a waffle in a really long time, so I feel like maybe I'll go get a waffle. I was hanging out with some of the Peloton crew last night watching Game of Thrones. I remain disillusioned. We got 2 more episodes. We'll see how that disillusionment goes. In the meantime, I can bounce on out of here, go get myself a waffle, and kind of figure out what I'm doing with my life. I am struggling today a little bit with demotivation. Demotivation. What do you do when you're demotivated? I know that my demotivation is largely because I still haven't really rested enough. Getting close. I feel like if I pull another decent, like a half rest day today, I'll probably be ready to go by tomorrow. But I have a lot on my plate. I have a lot of things that I should be doing, a lot of work that I could be getting done. And I'm feeling the weight of that a little bit. Also, these windows really need to be cleaned again. The sun, it really shines a light on things. You'd rather remain in the shadows. Okay, let's go grab ourselves coffee and a waffle before I completely deteriorate and everything falls apart.
And it just might be the only thing that
Sometimes you just have to go back to what you're used to. It's helpful. Not just waffles in general. I'm also starting to question and wonder, like, have I bitten off more than I can chew in a couple of arenas? Like with different projects that I'm undertaking. Have I gone a little bit too far? Have I taken on too much? Am I backlit? Can you see me? These are questions that I have that may not be answered till later. I definitely want to go check out Notre after coffee. It's not going anywhere. I mean, if it goes somewhere between now and then that'd be dramatic. But go grab myself some coffee, the waffle that I've been dreaming of for the last hour, and then I think I'll take a wander over just to see how things are going with Notre. I haven't been over there pretty much since the fire, so that's my current pre-caffeinated plan. That's what I'm operating under at the moment. Also got a hot dog. I forgot to mention, I keep forgetting, we got to start talking about the game. But Clark Duck's in the game. They've got stickers and specials. Go see them. I was planning on setting my camera down, but the wall doesn't get short enough for me. It doesn't get short enough for me to not be like staring. I guess I could do, no, I can't do that. Waffles were good. Clark Dog was also very good. Just kind of ate and stood and took time lapses on the bridge. I'm in the midst of thinking through, like, what do I do next? That spider is really, oh, there's a lot of spiders on this wall. I'm gonna step a little bit farther away from the wall here really quick. I know I'm tired. Oh, just rubbed like
salt in my eye. That was really nice. I know I'm tired and I have salty eyes now. I know that I just need to rest a little bit more, but I'm also coming up to this place where I'm wondering, okay, I need to focus on a few things at a time. Like I need to focus ideally on just like one thing with a side thing. And early on when I started vlogging every day, and it was the extra thing, like I was still working 2 or 3 jobs and I was trying to make ends meet, and vlogging came at the expense of sleep and my sanity and whatever else. I always dreamed of the day when either I would be able to make a living from my writing. That's where, when I started out, I thought maybe I'll get to start making a living from my writing here soon, and vlogging can be like a really fun, relaxing hobby. And then as that fell through and it seemed unlikely that I would make my living, that transitioned into a place of being like, well, maybe someday I'll make a living off of vlogging, and then I can get back to writing, or I can get back to whatever other project is forefront in my mind. And kind of there, right? I'm in a place where vlogging is the source of my income. It's the source of this. I mean, making YouTube videos, this is great. It's like, this is the ideal job. I was just talking with Laura about how, like, honestly, this is one of the top 3 outcomes that could have really happened as far as how things have really gone. And I'm genuinely really, really happy with where I'm at, with the way life is going. Not so thrilled with these ducks behind me asking me for food, but you know, you can't win it. You can't win at everything. Now I'm in a place where I'm wondering how to make that transition. I know I need to take a break from vlogging every day, and I think that's one of the key components. I'm not planning on doing that until late in the summer. My plan is basically to take a vacation in September. That's the current operating theory. I was thinking about, there are a number of different things I've thought about doing, running off and just sleeping on a beach somewhere or in a mountain cabin, somewhere isolated. And I need that. I need the time and I need the distance from vlogging every day to make some decisions as far as like, how do I move forward? How do I approach my YouTube channel? Do I keep vlogging every day? Do I drill that down a little bit? There are a lot of internal questions because I really like doing this every day. I think that I would struggle not doing it every day. It's a lifestyle that I've really enjoyed for the most part, and it's required its own sacrifices, and it's not always been easy, but it is something that I genuinely really, really enjoy, and offers a lot of really cool things, like being able to look back at my life and see where I was, who I was with, what I was eating. All those things are really, really cool and are worth the hard work and the sacrifices that come with it. But I also have really big dreams and goals for the future, some of which I've shared, most of which I've shared at one point or another, and which we'll probably tackle with the goal map here soon. And I think that vlogging every day is potentially a way forward towards those, but I also have to figure out what's that balance. Like, I know YouTube is, I know that making these videos overall is, I know spending time developing content with it and for you is fantastic, I love it. But at what pace and at what cost? And I, like, for example, a lot of people asked in the Q&A if I was writing, and I'm not writing, because writing and vlogging take the same space in my brain, and it's super hard to do both at the same time. And that's not great. Like, I need to find a way to build some space and some time into my life where I can be spending more time writing, and I can be developing the stories that I want to be developing and working on books that I want to be writing, and eventually the movies that I want to be creating. Like, there's a lot of really big stuff I want to be doing. But at the same time, short term, I have to have a strategy that gets me there, that pays the bills, that grows, and that, you know, builds momentum towards a larger future, because the larger future that I want is one that is very unlikely.
Went forward in time to view alternate futures, to see all the possible outcomes of the coming conflict.
How many did you see?
14,605,000.
How many did we win?
1.
The odds of getting to where I want to go with a lot of my projects are pretty low. And I know that going in, and I'm not scared of failing, I'm not scared of not succeeding, but I am worried about not giving myself the best possible chance to succeed. And a big part of that is prioritizing and scheduling and planning, and there's elements that I need to get better at, and there's greater discipline that I need to develop in different arenas, in developing better schedules, in taking time for myself, in resting more, and there are areas that I probably need to pour myself into more intensely, especially with the planning elements. One of the things I learned from vlogging for 1,000 days is that it leaves you with so little time or energy to plan. I have such a hard time actually sitting down and making even the simplest plans, not because they're not useful and not because I don't want to, but because I've already burned through all my energy, even towards the halfway point in a day. And by the time I get done editing my vlog, I'm pretty much toast and useless. And it can be really hard just to, like today, I was just doing admin stuff, like I hadn't actually paid my bills or looked at anything for like a month. So just taking it in stride and reflecting on if it's this hard just to kind of function at a basic level in this current lifestyle that I have, and if I'm operating at the edge where like it doesn't take much in the technical, speaking of technical difficulties, good, my camera's still recording. If it doesn't take much in the technical difficulty department to really, you know, take me out, both emotionally and just logistically like end the recording process for the day or whatever, how am I gonna get some of these bigger dreams and goals accomplished if, you know, I struggle just to make basic plans for the vlog that I'm already filming? So that's what I'm thinking about today. I am feeling a little tired, a little overwhelmed, but not in a really bad or negative way, just in a kind of like an honestly like, okay, I just need to take a step back, rest a little bit, and we'll figure it out. And I'm thinking that because I am feeling that way right now and I do need a little bit of time, and the vacation that I've been planning to take isn't until the end of the season, which is in September. When I head to Spokane to see my family and spend some time with them, I'm gonna probably make shorter vlogs during that time just to focus my time on my family a little bit more. And I mean, I'll still make vlogs, we'll still talk, I'll still share stories, but I think I'm gonna shift down a couple gears, reduce the intensity, rest a little bit, and hopefully come back to Paris at the end of that trip, pumped and ready to really just hit the rest of the summer hard, really enjoy it, really commit, knuckle down to finishing this season strong. And then on my vacation is when I'll start making some real decisions and taking some time to think. Because I think I really need some distance from the daily vlog before I can actually make any real decisions about it. It's a lesson that I learned while I was with Mercy ships. And one of the things that I used to share with people that were on the ship or that were going to the ship was not to make decisions while you were on the ship. And I think somebody shared that wisdom with me at one point too. But basically, if you're thinking about recommitting for long term, or you're thinking about quitting and going home, that you didn't make those decisions until you were away from the ship. You're on vacation, you'd rested, you'd seen the world outside the ship, outside of West Africa, and then after that, get a sense for like, do I really want to go back? Do I not want to go back? Do I want to commit? Do I want to quit? You know, do I just want to see this through, whatever else? Because if you do it when you're too close to it, you make decisions not really based on what's best for you, but on how you're feeling in the moment. And right now I'm feeling like I want to vlog every day forever, but I also feel like I would like to sleep forever. So that's a rough combination to master. And so at this point, I'm thinking in terms of like, I want to take a little bit of a semi-break. I'm not going to stop vlogging daily, but I want to take a little bit of a semi-break coming up when I travel to the States. Then I want to double down and just make awesome videos through the rest of the summer. Spend a lot of energy, spend a lot of time on those, developing them, making some better plans, focused on them. And then when September rolls around and I can take a real break and not vlog daily for a little bit, then I think that'll be the moment that I start making some real decisions for the future. So that's kind of my thought process on the whole thing. Hope it's helpful to hear that on your end too, to know where I'm at, and maybe it's helpful in your own decision-making process down the road, but I know for me that's kind of where I'm at, and I needed to process that externally, so thanks for being my, video therapist. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna head home now, try to rest for the rest of the day. I know Pushan wanted to talk about the project we're working on a little bit, so I'll probably go chat with Pushan here for a minute, have an afternoon coffee, and otherwise, I think I'll probably edit this together, get a little bit more work done, and then, I don't know, watch a movie or go to bed early or do whatever people do when they're not vlogging all the time. I have no idea, useless. Also, I don't know if you noticed, I came down to check out Notre Dame. It looks great. They've put up a lot of supports. Nothing's falling over as far as I can tell. They've even covered the top so that the rain can't get in. Looking forward to seeing what they do with it next. And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens tomorrow. Ooh, be going out and about again tomorrow, I'm sure. So I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for that.